Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's continue with lecture number 3 of the topic sets in mathematics. Today we will be studying about subsets, set notation and the different ways to represent sets. We will also take a look at how we can give a pictorial representation to sets using Venn diagrams. Firstly, let's look at what subsets are. A set is a subset of another set if every element in that set is also an element of the other set. Let's see an example. If A equals 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equals 1, 2, 3, then B will be a subset of A, meaning every element present in set B is also present in the parent set A. And we will write this statement mathematically like this. And it will be read as B is a subset of A. This symbol is used to represent a particular set as the subset of another parent set. Now, A here will be called the superset of B as it is the larger set, or in other words the parent set from which a subset has been extracted. We will write it mathematically like this. And it will be read as A is a superset of B. This symbol is used to represent the superset for a subset. Now, there are two types of subsets. One is the proper subset and the other is an improper subset. Let's see in detail. A proper subset contains all the elements of the superset, but the superset contains at least one element that is not present in the subset. Meaning, the superset will have all the elements of its subset, but it will also have one or more extra elements that are not present in its subset. For example, A equals 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equals 1, 2, 3. Here, B is a proper subset of A because the superset A has one element extra than its subset B, that is the number 4. On the other hand, if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then A and B are improper subsets of each other. Meaning, an improper subset will have all the elements as the superset. For example, A equals 1, 2, 3 and B also equals 1, 2, 3. Then A and B both will be subsets of each other, and hence this type of a subset will be called as an improper subset. Here's a task for you. Pick out the proper and improper subsets from the following pairs of sets. The first one is A equals 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. B equals 5, 6, 7, 8. The answer will be that B is a proper subset of A as A has two extra elements. The next pair of sets is C equals 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and D equals 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. Here, these are improper subsets of each other as both of the sets C and D have the same elements in them. Let's see the next pair of sets. S equals BUTTER and T equals BUTTERFLY. Here, S is a proper subset of T. Let's look at how we can represent sets, or in other words, let's take a look at set notation. A set can be represented in three forms: the descriptive form, the set builder form, and the tabular form. Let's study these in detail. The descriptive form describes a set with the help of a statement. For example, if we want to describe a set of natural numbers, we'll write it as n equals set of natural numbers. Or for describing a set of integers, we'll write it as z equals set of integers. Here are some important symbols that you must remember while using set notations. All these symbols are used while representing any set in the set builder form. Let's see how we can represent a set in set builder form. If a set is described by using a common property of all its elements, it is called set builder form. For example, if we want to write a set of even numbers, then the set builder form will be E equals X such that X is an even number. Or if we want to express a set of odd numbers less than 9, then in set builder form we will write it as O equals X such that X is an element of O and X is less than 9. If you remember what the symbols mean, then it will be very easy for you to understand and interpret the set builder forms. Now let's look at how we can express a set in its tabular form. The tabular form describes a set by listing all the elements of sets within curly brackets, and each element is separated by a comma. This is the most commonly used notification for expressing sets. For example, for a set of numbers from 1 till 5, we will write it as A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, separating each element with a comma. Or for a set of vowels, we'll write it in tabular form as B equals A, E, I, O, U. Let's see an example of a set represented in all the three forms of set notations. If we have a set of even numbers less than 12, then in descriptive form we will write it as A equals even numbers less than 12. In set builder form, it will be written as A equals X such that X is an element of even numbers and X is less than 12. For representing in tabular form, we will write it as A equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now let's see how you can draw Venn diagrams for the representation of sets. A Venn diagram is a pictorial representation of a set. The Venn diagram for a set of birds that cannot fly would look like this. Here you can see that there's one set which contains the names of all the birds in the blue box, and it is known as the universal set denoted by the letter U. And our required set is the yellow circle, which contains those birds that cannot fly. Let's see another example of Venn diagram for animals that eat plants and animals that eat meat. Now, like the previous example, the blue box will be the universal set containing all the animals, and the yellow circles each will show animals that eat plants and animals that eat meat separately. I hope that now you must have clearly understood the topic of sets through these lectures. To review the previous lectures, please click on the links provided in the description box below. Thank you.